See that? It's something that's not on lawmakers' side. Agreement on major issues is still a work in progress. Beat the clock means both the House and Senate will be meeting for a rare Saturday session. The clock is ticking, and the visual warning that time's almost up nearly distracts debate.
We have a few open items, but for the most part, all of the most important and critical issues that we set out from the beginning of the year are near or through the finish line, from the budget to an energy package to protecting against an uncertain future that comes from the Trump administration.
The House and Senate are still ironing out differences in the state budget. A conference committee met Friday afternoon with an air of optimism.
I don't think the differences are that great. So we'll make reasonable adjustments and compromises between the two houses.
Interesting. Last-minute budget decisions are tied to House and Senate negotiations on the governor's education plan. The chambers are at odds over how much to cut blueprint education spending. The House spent part of the day Friday debating an energy package the Senate sent over.
Create a level playing field and give Maryland ratepayers a real outcome, a real chance. It won't be smoke and mirrors.
The gentleman is mightily confused. It's obviously not in the same section, but it's just one section below.
The Senate Friday spent part of the day debating immigration bills. The Values Act is not on the Senate floor. It's still in committee. It prohibits cooperation with ICE. The House amended bill sent to the Senate allows contacting ICE when a convicted criminal is about to be released. The committee chair wants to get rid of all so-called 287G agreements, and there's concern passage would trigger the loss of federal funding.
So weighing all the consequences from a very hostile administration, I think that's what the dialogue we're going to continue to have.
The Child Victims Act reform bill, which limits the state's liability in child sex abuse cases brought against the state, is expected to go down to the wire.
I don't know if it's going to look exactly like what the House has just sent over to us.
Not lost in the shuffle, the little bills that mingle with the giants. They will be a flurry of activity before the session ends midnight Monday. Reporting from Annapolis, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.